Hi everyone, I'm Pat Prokop out in the heavenly backyard garden, and this is the Pacman Nebula in the Hubble palette. I get a lot of questions on how do you take a monochrome camera and get these beautiful colored pictures, and also narrowband images. What is the narrowband image and what are we looking at? Well, mostly we're looking at the hydrogen alpha spectrum of the red. We're looking at the sulfur 2, which is even deeper into the red, and we're looking into the oxygen 3, which is into the greenish blue area. Also, I have a new filter here from Agnea, and it's a combination of an oxygen 3 hydrogen beta filter. Now, the hydrogen beta, unlike the hydrogen alpha, is in the blue spectrum of the light, and that is just beyond the oxygen 3. So this filter here combines those two together. So I'm going to take a look at SHO with the standard narrowband filters, and I'm also going to look at the SHO-HB view using this new filter. And the question now arises as, how do you do all this stuff? And well, I tell you what, let's take a look upstairs as I go through the process from the start to the finish in processing the Pacman Nebula in SHO, the Hubble palette.
Okay, the first thing I want to do is load in the fit files into DeepSkyStacker. So I have DeepSkyStacker open over here, and let's just add the picture files themselves, and they're over here in the folder Pacman file HA, and there it is, and just get that one there and bring them all in and say open. Okay, now I want to first of all check all. Now all the files are checked. Let's take a look at it. Can't see it right now. I need to bring up the gamma, and that's going to be quite a bit. There it is right there. You can see it. And you know, one thing I like about this new version of the DeepSkyStacker 513, look how the magnifier glass, you can just move around and point at the stars. You can see the stars. And look how clean this image is. It came in really nice off the Eon 130 millimeter refractor telescope on top of the Skywatcher EQ6R Pro mount. So yeah. Anyway, let's stack all these. And I'm not going to use any calibration frames on this example here. I'm just going to stack it without any frames. So it says don't forget to add your calibration frames. Well, I don't want to. So let's go in advance. Let's count the stars just to see what we got here. 106 stars. That's good. That's okay. And just let it rip. And it's doing its thing right now, I think. There it is. It was thinking about doing its thing. And 1 hour and 30 minutes. I have, I believe, 18 frames at 5 minutes apiece. And another nice thing about the new DeepSkyStacker 5.1.3 is that look how fast it's moving. And these are large fit files, 1x1 binning. If I had a 2x2 binning, it would have been done already. But you get higher resolution with the 1x1, obviously. And it's stacking away. I mean, you can hardly read the images percentage-wise. It's going so fast. And it's done. And there's the final image right there. Let's raise the gamma so we can see it. And let's hit apply. And there's the HA of the Pacman Nebula stacked together, 1 hour and 30 minutes. And again, I mean, look at that. I got a triple star right there. You can see a triple star right there. Now, it looks like one, but when you zoom in on it, actually it looks like a quadruple star. Well, at least a triple star. Okay, let's just minimize this, and let's go into that program called GraXpert. It's a new program, and I'm really thrilled about this program because actually it almost eliminates the need for calibration files. Let's take a look. This is GraXpert right here, and let's load the image, and it's autosave number 2 in this example, and it's bringing it in. And there you can see the lamp glow from the 1600, the ZWO ASI 1600, which is my black and white camera, my monochrome camera. And I'm in the process of getting a new one. So, and that's going to be the video coming up after this one, the comparison with the 1600 with this new camera that I got coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but it's coming, and it's actually supposed to be delivered this afternoon. Anyway, there you can see the lamp glow all around the image itself. But all in all, though, the image is fairly clean. It didn't have any dust bunnies. That was good. So I didn't really need the flats. But there is a gradient of some sort, as you can see, emanating from the center off to the edges. So let's just take the default settings, and I'm just going to use display points. Don't have to hit create grid or anything like that. Just keep it in the AI, artificial intelligence, and no smoothing, and just hit background, calculate background. Watch how fast this really works out. Look at that lamp glow on the edges and watch what happens when this is finished. And it doesn't take that long. This is in real time. There it is. It's finished. And I can show you the before and after. There's the before with the lamp glow. And look, it took the lamp glow out. Gone. And look, it's a pretty clean image. I probably could have benefited perhaps a little bit with the flats, but I don't know. This looks really, really nice. Anyway, this GraXpert program is really, really cool. I have a link to it in the description box below on how you can get it, and it's free. Of course, they're going to ask for a donation, which is perfectly fine because they're doing a lot of work in this, and this saves you a lot of work. I mean, how many times do you have to go out and shoot flats and dark flats and darks all at the same time? The flats aren't that long because they only take a couple of seconds to a few seconds each, but the darks for 5 minutes, you have to, if you make 20 or 30 dark flats at 5 minutes a piece, that's going to take several hours to compute those. But of course, once you have them, you can put them in your dark library. Anyway, that's that portion right there. So now the next step from here is to do this for all the other filters, the sulfur 2, the oxygen 3, and I also have an oxygen 3 / hydrogen beta. Hydrogen beta is a little bit more blue than the oxygen 3, and we're going to take a look at that in Pixinsight. All right, let's do a Pixinsight at the moment, and let's load in the files. And here they are in the Pacman file, and they got the 4 different filters. I have the HA, the O3, the O3H beta, and the S2, sulfur 2. Let's load these in and take a look at their monochrome values of them. And the first thing we obviously want to do is stretch the images after they're finished loading in. And let's do this one right here. This is what? This is the sulfur 2. There it is. This is the oxygen 3 / hydrogen beta combo filter. There you can see all that blue light over in here. Let's go with the oxygen 3 by itself with no H beta. And, well, the one with past the meridian flip. Let's flip this upside down just so we'll know. Image geometry, rotate 180. Let's just look at these two quickly side by side. And there's the H beta with the oxygen 3, and this is just the oxygen 3. You can see a little bit more signal coming in because there's a little bit more blue light associated with the hydrogen beta. So there you have it right there, the combination, the difference of the two. And then with the hydrogen alpha, let's do that. Now, one thing nice about the GraXpert is that it almost normalizes the files. It's pretty close. They're pretty close to normalized. So from there, let's just go into star alignment. And let's open up star alignment. Processes, all processes, star align. Where are you? Right here. And let's use the hydrogen alpha as our base. So click on that. Hydrogen alpha. Okay. And then let's add the other views. They're the other ones. Just click on these. It's important not to just highlight it, but you have to click on the little square here. If you don't do that, it won't go in. So here we have the 3 that we're going to be aligning with the hydrogen alpha. And I just say OK. Yeah, OK. Just simply hit the, which one is it? The round one or the round one? In this case, the round one. And it'll do its alignment right here. And we're done. So let's bring them, stretch. There's the S2 registered. There's the O3 HB and the O3. All right, let's get rid of the other ones because they're just now taking up space. So now we have the 4 images with the hydrogen alpha being the base image. We're going to put that over here. And then the other one's over here. That's just there. All right. Now the next thing before I do anything, what I do is I'm going to open up the Instagram transformation. I'm going to click on the image, and then I'm just going to slide this down into here and then execute. And notice that the green line disappears. The cursor is moving slow because I'm in a remote connection to the other computer, so I can record this. All right, let's go to this image here. Okay. All right, now they're all nonlinear. And then now I can stack them together. So let's go into RGB combination. So let's go with SHO, the Hubble palette. And for the red, I want sulfur, which is right here. Sulfur registered, okay. For the green, we want the hydrogen alpha, which is right here. There it is. Load in the blue, the oxygen 3 H beta registered. Say okay. So we have the O3 HB, green is HA, and the sulfur is the red. All right, and then hit OK. There we have it right there. There's the first image. Now, you can work with this, but there's a new script program, which now actually it's a process program that you can download as well. This one's free. You can go into, first of all, let's get rid of the stars. So let's go to Russell Croman's Star Exterminator, and I have it right here. I'm just going to drop it into there, and I have it preset in the icons over here, so I can just drop the whole icon in there. It always does that, turns to black for some reason. I also have the Coda set up on my machine here with a graphics card, so you can see it works pretty fast at this rate. So here we go, and just about done. All right, remove the stars. There's the stars right there, and here is the image itself, and there's the Pacman in SHO. But we got more work to do with this, so what we're going to do is go into the product called Narrowband Normalization. These products are in cosmicphotons.com. There's the address right there. I'll have it in the scripts, in the description below. But there you have the color mapper, Narrowband Normalization. There you can load it right from here into Pixinsight. Star reduction, they have that. Screen stars, I don't have that. Draw annotations, batch key fit words. Color mask, this is another really good program which we're going to use a little bit later in this process here. But anyway, these are where you can get these really neat scripts, and they're free, which is really cool. So let's go on to that. Here we got the Narrowband Normalization. And there's my image without the stars. And they recommend not using any stars to eliminate the stars before using this program. Let's open up the preview. And I have it set at SHO. You have the lightness. You have different settings. You can use off, preserve. You can see it changes a little bit. A lot of times I like to use the HA as the background. It's kind of like using this as a, I think, as a luminance. Anyway, there you can see a lot of green in there. And here you have the SCNR. And you can use that to eliminate the green. But you don't want to eliminate it all. You want some of that golden color there. Here we go. So you want to take the SCNR a little bit more, perhaps. I usually like 75% or so. So you can get the reddish. If it went all the way, let's take a look just all the way. It's a little bit too much. I lose too much of the green, and I lose that golden color. But let's just go back a little bit right there. Again, like 70, 80%. All right, let's do oxygen 3 boost. There's the oxygen 3. I can bring it all the way up if I want to. You can see the blue going up. Look at the blue. A little bit too much, but yeah, look at it. Bring it back down. And the red boost, which is the sulfur 2. You can boost the reds. See, look at that. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I like that a lot right there. All right, and then over here we can play with the adjustments as well with the highlights. You can up the highlights a little bit too much, bring it back down. The brightness, bring it down. Bring the highlights back up a little bit more. Again, you can play with these all day and all night long. Okay, we're going to work with this even more a little bit later. So just say OK. Hit the X or the square. And now I'm going to get a preview of the preview, which I don't want. All right, see, I do have that purple in there, but I'm going to take that out. All right, I'm just going to minimize this. We're done with this for the moment. Let's eliminate some of this purple real quickly by just inverting the image, Control I, and let's go with the SCNR over here. And let's just take 75% of that right there and say OK. And Control I to bring it back. That looks a little bit better. Now, the other thing I want to do is go into building a color mask. Let's first of all go into curves. Just take a peek at it real quick. See if we can contrast this a little bit more of an S curve here. I don't want to overdo it there. Let's keep it at that. Okay. All right. Close the preview. Now, let's just minimize this for now. Let's go into another program, script, actually, over here under utilities. These are those scripts I just showed you. Go into color mask mod. These are those masks I was showing at cosmic photons, okay? And it's this one over here. Color mask right there. This one right here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to work on the blue color. So I can click on the blue here, and this is the default. And I want more of the, well, maybe the cyan might be a better choice here. And I can change the values over in here. I want to increase this color in here. Over here on the start hue, I could bring it the other way, a little less green. I want to go here. And on the other side of the spectrum, I can go over here into the blues. And then over here, I have the setting for a lightness mask and strength value. I want this at 1. And then I want mask blur layers 5. Okay. And let's just go and hit OK. Now what it's going to do is create a mask that's sensitive just to this blue light, blue and cyan light, which is the oxygen 3 hydrogen beta filter. And what I'm going to do is take this mask and just drop it over here on the image. Okay, and it's going to take the mask and minimize it right now. Okay, don't need it. I mean, I need it, but I can't close it. I need it. And then I'm going to go up to mask and then hit show mask, which was, I don't want to see it. It's a toggle. Now, what I can do again is open up my curve transformation, hit preview. And then now, when I work with these values, only the blues will be affected. See? I can bring up and down the blues. I can go into the actual blue itself and bring up the blue light. Like so, or down. Play with these values here. I can go with the saturation. If I go crazy, you can see too much saturation there. I kind of like that. And then also the luminance, I can do that. Yeah, I like it right there. Okay, that's good for now. Just hit OK or execute, whatever. Hit the square. Does its thing. Module, I guess. And let's go with the red. But I also want some of this golden and green area, so I'm going to go over here, bring that down into there. And I think that's all I need. So let's create that mask. Again, I got 5 layers, and everything else is basically just the default. There's the mask I want. I'm going to bring it over into here. Going to minimize this. Bring it down over here. All right, now let's go into, first of all, the reds. And let's bring up the red light. Yeah, see, I'm getting that nice golden edge there. Okay, and then say OK. Let's take off the mask. Mask, remove mask. The mask is gone. Okay, so there you, that looks pretty good. Now, the next step I want to do is add the stars back in. There's the stars. Okay, how do I get the stars back into the image now? You can play with the stars, or you can just add them back in. I like using pixel math. And where are you? Right there. And what I'm going to do is, this is image 11. This should be image 11 stars. Okay, so let's go 75%. And this is very case sensitive, so make sure you have all your cases and everything correct. Hit the square in this case. There they are. So there you have it. There's the final product right there with the SHO, with the O being oxygen 3 and hydrogen beta. That looks pretty good. I'll show you the result of the hydrogen, or rather the oxygen 3 without the hydrogen beta at the end. But there you have it. That's how I do it from start to finish.
So I'm out here in the heavenly backyard garden, and as I mentioned, the camera that I used was the ZWO ASI 1600 monochrome thermal electrically cooled camera. I usually cool it down to about -10 degrees Celsius, but I just received my new camera. This one's a good 4 years old, and the new camera is from Player One, and it's the new Poseidon M. And it's based on the IMX 571 chip. So this is a much higher resolution camera, and I'm anxious to see what it's going to look like. And I'm going to compare, my next video, I'm going to compare this camera with the 1600 to show the difference. Hopefully, to show the difference. I haven't seen what this does yet. It just arrived this afternoon in the mail from the fine folks at Player One. And I'm anxious to see what it's going to look like. So, got to wait for the sky to clear off too. We got a lot of clouds out here at the moment. Look at this. I am approaching 6,000 subscribers to my channel. And as I'm talking right now, it may have just popped over the 6,000 mark. Last looked, it was at 5,996. Anyway, thank you for subscribing to my channel. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and also share it with your friends. And also, if you have any comments, please leave your comments below. I'd like to see those comments, and I try to answer all the comments that are presented to me. And that really helps with the YouTube algorithm too, as it helps to push this video out to other YouTubers that have not seen my videos. And same thing when you watch other videos. If you want that video to be seen by more and more people, hit the like button. That's number one. And number two, leave a comment. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Now, anyway, I'm out here in the garden, and the sky at night just boggles my mind. I've been interested in astronomy since I was 7 years old, and that's ancient history now. That's almost 70 years ago, actually 65 years ago. Anyway, I still love it right now, and I'm still in wonder at all the things I can see. I remember looking in the textbooks, science books and astronomy books, and seeing these wonderful pictures of galaxies and nebulosity and so forth. And now I can see it in my own backyard. It's amazing what we can do today that we couldn't even do 10 years ago. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and remember, the heavens are filled with majestic wonders, and they're all in a sky near you. So unless you need rain, clear skies, everyone.